Welcome to another episode of the Fantasy Tailgate podcast. With the latest news and fantasy football insights are your hosts, Howard and Will.
All right, welcome into the Fantasy Tailgate podcast with Howie and Will. I did it again. Yes.
Good job. What's up, everybody?
You guys didn't notice the other time, but that would be 2 in a row if we didn't have to scrap the last one we did.
Well, yeah. Things happen.
Yes, so we are we're less than 24 hours away from the actual real football.
As of this recording, yes.
Yes. You'll probably hear it after the game, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
With the way technical difficulties been screwing us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to be a little spicy tonight.
It's a spicy meatball.
Oh my God,
so
the starter.
I shouldn't have done that. I'm so dumb.
Okay, Mario.
Sorry, guys.
It's like the start of school has been one hell of a start. It's like now.
Yeah. Beginning
The
of the year
kids
is always
don't-
pretty crazy.
The kids don't have a bus to get on, and they have no idea why not. It's like
They're not close enough to walk, right?
no, they're not. I have to take them to school and pick them up, and it's like they had buses last year. There's no sense on why they don't have the same damn bus, because we see it drive by the apartments. So I don't understand. They're trying to figure that out. So other than that, and it's like that's actually keeping me from working, because I could have had a job tomorrow night. I would have missed the start of the NFL season, which I'm kind of not that upset about. But
I mean, it should be a good game, though.
oh yeah, it's gonna be fun, and we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
So, let's talk about news.
News and notes from around the NFL.
Is there anything you want to talk about that's more important? That's big. I mean, the Ayuk finally got signed.
Yeah, and we've talked about that, right? We talked about that last episode, I believe.
A little. I don't think he was signed by the last episode. I think we talked about it on the lost episode.
Okay, well, Ayuk signed an extension. I think it was 3 years, I believe, something like that. So, I mean,
I think
that's
so. He
good
got
for
a bag
him,
of money,
fantasy wise. Oh yeah, no, it's good for him. Good for the Niners.
And it sounds like Jamar Chase has actually made it to practice today. At least that's what I saw on my phone.
But I don't know if he actually practiced. I know he was there.
Yeah, there was no follow-up.
But I've also heard that he might be willing to sit out games, like sit out week 1. So,
we'll see what happens. That sucks for fantasy for all the people who drafted Jamar Chase. And
I have been not drafting him for that reason. If I'm around that spot he's been going, I've been passing on him just because I'm good.
But if you're Dynasty and you have him on your team, that kind of sucks.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, Dynasty. Like, you don't know if you're gonna be able to play him or not.
Right, and it sucks you can't really put him in the IR spot either to recover that position.
Oh yeah, because he's not hurt. He's just not doing anything.
No. So, but I do have a few things I want to touch real quick.
Yeah.
That sounded wrong, but
a little bit, but I was going to let it pass, but
so I mean, we mentioned this before. I mean, we talked about this off air. That Ben Roethlisberger endorses Russell Wilson.
Oh, yes.
He likes the fact that
from you.
Yes. And he likes the fact that the Pittsburgh Steelers don't have to pay that much for him. And he thanks the Denver Broncos for letting him go. So
the contract is probably the nicest thing about Russell Wilson being on the Steelers in that whole situation. It's because they don't have to pay him anything.
Right. And we'll see as of this Sunday or the next couple of weeks to see if he's worth being excited for,
Yeah. Well, I think we'll know pretty quick.
Well, and also I also read
against Atlanta.
Yeah. Also today I saw Mike Tomlin was talking about Russell Wilson could drop a ball into your right pocket on a fade route.
Oh,
he was kind of
that's what he was famous for in Seattle.
Yeah, exactly. So, the other piece, I'm going to move on from the other thing I was teasing off air with you. My other obsession is the Washington Commanders' old team name.
Yep.
Breaking.
Okay. What now?
I got a notification on Twitter or X, whatever you want, XXS.
Oh, easy.
Close. They're getting close to 140,000 fans have signed the petition to change the team name back to Redskins. And it also says it's also added many Native American organizations continue to strongly push for the iconic franchise to return their name.
Interesting. Well, with new ownership and everything too, I wonder if they'll be open for that, or if they're, because I've heard rumors of them wanting to go through another rebrand.
Right. Well, and it's like they're being pushed by actual Native American groups, and it's like, these are the supposed groups that they said that complained about it being the name of Redskins. It's like, really? So now it's like some of the comments are hilarious on X on this whole thread. It's just that people are going back and forth. You know how social media is. People are going to, they say one thing and then a lot of people go, Arr! It's just funny.
Oh, yeah.
It's like one guy says,
people have nothing better to do than to stick in the comment section.
It's like one guy says, well, if the Native American groups are for the name, why did they make them change it? No, it wasn't it was the politics that changed the name. Yeah. It was the politicians and it was the lobbyists, and it wasn't the groups themselves. It's like, come on, get your head out of the sand, emu. Sorry. Now I'm talking about Liberty Mutual, not a sponsor. So anyways, I'm done with the news. I guess we want to preview the first week of the season.
Yeah, as best we can anyway.
Yeah. Remember, we're not professionals. We will do our best.
Not at all.
We'll give you our opinion.
Like straight gut feeling here.
Yes. And I don't have nothing written down, so I'm going to be going off of my screen. So the first game of the week is obviously the kickoff game. Baltimore at Kansas City. Kansas City, of course, hosts because they won the Super Bowl over the San Francisco 49ers. Suck it, San Francisco. Yeah, we're in Seattle, so we love to, whenever San Francisco gets defeated in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really want to see him there in the first place. Detroit should have been there, but whatever. I digress.
That is very much true. The Buffalo Bills should have been there. Thank you for saying that.
Should have been Bills Lions, damn it. All right, moving on. Baltimore, Kansas City.
Baltimore, Kansas City, yes. Dude, why didn't I? But anyways, I'm
this point in the season, pretty much if you drafted the guys up in the earlier rounds of your draft, you're playing them. If you drafted Lamar, you're playing them. Derrick Henry, you're playing them.
Travis Kelce, Mahomes,
Pacheco.
You're playing those guys.
Yeah. Ravens wise, are you playing anybody outside of Lamar or Derrick Henry or Andrews?
No, I'm not. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I didn't even draft any of those guys.
The secondary This the secondary running backs and stuff has no interest to me on that team. I mean, I'm not even totally sure if Derrick Henry. I'm not even sure Derrick Henry is going to be effective.
Okay, against that Kansas City defense.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, it's Lamar. He's going to run the ball too.
But yeah, that's true. That's true.
And that's what I'm worried about. But I mean, if you have a Lamar on your team, that's a good chance. You know, that's good. So, but yeah. Other than that, you have anything else to add for that game?
The Chiefs. One of my shotgun players, Rashee Rice. I might not play him this week just in case. Just kind of depends on your roster construction. I mean, some teams he might be flex worthy, but I might want to take it easy on him just to see. But I mean, I would also be okay playing him if I had to.
Oh, there you go. Oh, what is going on? I'm having issues with my screen. Okay. I guess I'll just talk.
Oh, and according to Yahoo Sports, the Kansas City Chiefs defense is the 16th ranked defense this week, and the Ravens is 18th. So not super strong defenses on either side.
Oh, okay. There you go. So this might be a high-scoring battle.
Oh, yeah. Especially with those two offenses.
Yes. That should be fun to watch.
Oh, yeah, and it's a game by itself. There's only one game on Thursday. I think the NFL did a good job on this one, seeing as how the last few years I feel like their scheduling has been total crap.
That's true. So, let's see. All right, maybe I got my everything all figured out now. Sorry. Yep. Okay, the next game is in Sao Paulo. What's that? Drawing a
so
blank.
That is country? The first game in Brazil, and the first game on a Friday night.
Oh yeah, and there is no Twitter use in the stadium.
Dude, the regulations down there are getting crazy. Like, AJ Brown and some of the other players, or all the other players, are told like they're not to use their phones anywhere, basically.
Yeah, well, Twitter is banned in that country.
Well, yeah. Well, and I know we've talked about it before, but the like gang colors, big gang colors being green, and like nobody's supposed to be wearing green. I did see that the Eagles are going to be wearing like all white with black, like black helmets, black pants. But the Packers are going to be wearing their green home jerseys. So we'll see how that goes.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I did hear about that too. Okay, why are we going to that country then and having a game? There's so much issues.
Yeah, I see it as like, I don't know, maybe pick two teams that aren't green.
Yeah. True. So,
like make that the Baltimore Kansas City game.
There you go.
Whatever.
Oh man. Okay, so those two teams. Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, again, if you drafted Jordan Love, you're starting him. Josh Jacobs, you're probably starting him. The wide receivers on this team, I'm probably not starting any of them, but I am very interested to see the workload between the three of them in this first game.
Yeah, and then on the Eagles side, what do you playing Jalen Hurts, of course, and Saquon Barkley, and then you play
every Eagle imaginable except for Dallas Goedert.
What about Jahan Dotson? Yeah, that's what I thought, because I would be afraid to play him anytime. He burnt
I didn't even draft him. So
he burnt me so many times last year. I don't want him even close to my team.
Well, and like you already have Devonta Smith and AJ Brown. Like he's great for the Eagles. He's not good for fantasy football this year.
That's true. That's true. Okay, now I'm sounding like Kurt Angle from the WWE. That's true. That's true. Whatever. Okay. All right. Now our first Sunday matchup. This one I'm going to be probably watching myself. That's Pittsburgh versus Atlanta. Only because I'm, everybody knows I'm going to be rooting for Russell Wilson in this one.
Oh yeah.
So,
so you think the Steelers win this game?
Oh, I think they win.
Okay.
I mean, I think the Steelers win. I mean, if Russell Wilson's your only quarterback, you have to play him. But if you have someone else, play him, because Russell Wilson, he's not quite. He hasn't proved that he's fantasy relevant in a couple years, and he still might stay that way, but he just might be football relevant. That's what I'm going as a football fan.
Yeah.
So just because I'm excited about Russell Wilson, I'm not starting him. But if you have Kirk Cousins, you might want to you play him. And there's a lot of reasons why, unless you have somebody better. Because Kirk Cousins is playing.
Bijan that's always the case.
Bijan Robinson, you play. Drake London, what do you feel about him?
Oh, I mean, if you drafted him pretty early, so you got him to be probably like your wide receiver 2. Hopefully your 2, not your 1. So, I mean, if you got him, you're probably playing him. Personally, I didn't draft him anywhere, so I was kind of out on him just because I don't know what this offense is going to look like. And if I were to take any of these pieces, it would have been Bijan, but we're not talking about Bijan right now.
No, we're not. And then there's I love this guy's name, Ray McLeod III.
All right, Ray.
That's their third wide receiver. Kyle Pitts, he's questionable.
Always.
I mean, if you drafted him to be your tight end, you play him. I mean,
yeah. Which thankfully I think I have a dynasty league I have to worry about, but redraft I didn't draft him anywhere.
Yeah. No. Let's see. What about Najee Harris? You playing him?
I'm probably not gonna play Najee. I mean, obviously, roster construction is very dependent on this, but personally, I think there are better options than Najee out there.
What about Pat Freiermuth?
I mean, if you punted the tight end position and you went with him, you're going to start him.
Well, a lot of the receivers are going to depend on Russell Wilson. So I guess
that is how the game works.
Holy crap. Oh, I'm sorry. I just saw a notification. Major League Baseball update. Seattle Mariners beat the Oakland Athletics 16-3.
Whoa.
They opened up a can of whip ass on them. Sorry. Damn.
Well,
whatever.
If I'm remembering correctly, I'm pretty sure the Oakland A's are one of the worst teams.
Yes, and I believe the Oakland A's might be moving to Las Vegas too. Or they're moving somewhere else.
I have heard rumors of that.
Bailing out on Oakland. Everybody is.
Raiders already did.
Yep. So, okay, moving on.
All right. Yeah.
We got Arizona at Buffalo. And
yeah, so resident Buffalo Bills fan over there.
Yes.
Who are you excited about for Buffalo?
Oh, Buffalo. We got Josh Allen. And I'm trying to get to their depth chart. Sorry. Oh, there it is.
Okay. My bad.
We got Josh Allen, James Cook. I'm going to be playing him on one of my teams.
I
mean,
I actually really like James Cook this year, just because I don't believe in their wide receivers very much.
Yeah, the only Curtis Samuel's the only one I recognize out of all three of them. Khaled Shakir. I probably butchered that name. Sorry. If you want, you can come to my house and punch me in my face if you want.
Me or
Keon Coleman. Huh?
Said me or Khalil?
Oh, Khalil. I'll get punched in the face by an NFL wide receiver. If he comes to my house, then I'll offer him a beer.
That's true.
Hey, come on in. Let's talk. You want to be on a podcast? Got to get our start somewhere.
And of course, Dalton Kincaid's still there too.
Yes, he's going to be my starting tight end too.
Oh yeah, if you win Kincaid, you're starting him.
Well, I got Josh Allen, Kincaid. I even believe I have Curtis Samuel because he was on another team last year, and I had him on my team.
Washington, I believe.
Yes, that's true. There it is. And oh yeah. And then the Arizona Cardinals.
They're going against the Arizona.
Yeah, you're playing Kyler Murray. James Conner's been solid. Marvin Harrison.
Yep.
I don't know. I mean, or do you want to play him, or do you want to give him a couple weeks?
If you drafted Marvin Harrison, you took him either as your first pick or your second pick. So I don't think you have a choice but to play him week 1.
Well, I'm hearing that he hasn't even touched the field yet.
I haven't heard that.
I don't know. Maybe it was something else. I was in the car. I was listening to sports radio. But Trey McBride, you want to play? Because he's a solid tight end. And just FYI, we are not professionals.
No, not at all. But yeah, I'd pretty much play Kyler, Connor, Harrison, and McBride.
Yep.
That one's pretty straightforward.
See.
Next up, we got the Tennessee Titans at the Chicago Bears. Very interested to see how the Chicago offense is going to look this year with Caleb Williams and those 3 wide receivers they have.
Yes. So am I. I want to see how the rookie does with them. That would be awesome. I'm actually, you know what? I want to see the Bears do something good for once.
It'd be great for Bears fans.
It's like in Tennessee.
It's been a while.
I think Chicago's going to come out with this with a win.
I keep looking at Tennessee's depth chart, and I think I might like Tennessee more than I want to.
Really? Oh man.
Yeah, like I don't hate Will Levis. He's not a terrible quarterback. Between Tony Pollard and Tajay Spears, I think they should be pretty good. Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Hopkins, I think they're going to be better than people think they are.
Yes, Calvin Ridley. I keep forgetting about him.
And plus, DeAndre Hopkins, if he misses time, it might only be week 1. He might be back for week 1.
That's true. Yeah.
So, also keep an eye on that. If you have DeAndre Hopkins and you're thinking about starting him, pay attention to that news, because see if he's actually playing.
True. Yeah. Anybody else on that matchup?
I think that's pretty much it. What do you think about DeAndre Swift?
DeAndre Swift. That's for the Bears, right? No. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it's for.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've got so many moving parts here. Well, my computer messed up, or ESPN messed up. Sorry, that's who I'm pulling the depth charts from, and it keeps glitching.
Oh, does yours keep popping up with like Amazon gift things or some stupid thing?
Like Verizon customer rewards. It's like,
yeah, mine keeps doing it too.
Stop with the pop-ups. I said no to the freaking cookies already. Okay.
You have cookies?
No, for the computer. Although that does sound good.
I do have a really big like double-decker like oatmeal cream pie over here that I really want to eat, but I don't want to eat it on camera.
I could use a stack of Oreos with a big glass of milk right now.
I'm such a fat kid.
What?
Anyway, I said I'm such a fat kid. Anyway, so Patriots and Bengals.
Oh, the Bengals. Yeah.
Well, I think the big one here is what's Jamar Chase doing?
True. Jamar Chase without the trace. Without Jamar Chase, they have T. Higgins and Andreal. See, that's going to be something. If this rookie guy, Andrea Eglavasa or Andre Losivas.
Yeah, you messed that one up.
You can come to my house and punch me too, Andrea. I just called you Andrea. That's even better.
Andrea? Jesus Christ. Rude.
Or I'll say you punch me and you can just have a beer with me and we can talk. But anyways, he has a chance.
Why are you bringing up that guy?
Oh, I'm saying if Jamar Chase is out, it's his chance to actually prove that he's a good wide receiver.
Yeah, that's true. There's also Jermaine Burton's there. Zach Moss. Between Zach Moss and Chase Brown, the two running backs, I think they got a good chance at having a pretty decent workload in there.
Oh, that's right. They don't have what's his face no more.
No, Mixon's now in Houston.
Yes, that's right. God damn. Yeah, we'll have to get to them too. Yeah, Zach Moss is one of those that just he just sticks around and he's getting the jobs.
Well, and he was pretty good on Buffalo last year, so I mean
he was.
He should be pretty good in Cincinnati.
It's like Buffalo seems to have good enough running backs that go elsewhere and actually have a really good time. Like Singletary.
I'm saying I feel like it goes all the way back to like Marshawn Lynch.
True. We benefited from that. Seattle needs to go to Buffalo more often, man. Oh, what if we got James Diggs? Not James Diggs. I just messed that one up.
What? So like Tay Diggs' brother? What the hell's what?
The running back for the Bills right now.
We just talked about him, didn't we?
Yes. James.
What is that, man? James Cook.
James Cook, yeah, his older brother.
I was just making sure you were on your toes.
Yep, James Cook. Maybe Seattle can get him. Well, Seattle's got a couple good running backs. I don't know what we're talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about.
It's true, we do. It's true.
We got Strawberry Charbonnet.
We into this.
Hey, misery loves company. I'm going to bring everybody down with a ship.
Jesus. Okay, New England Patriots.
Yes. They are.
Yep.
Tom Brady should have a great year again. Oh, wait, no, wrong. New England Patriots.
Yeah, come back, man. It's not the past anymore.
Jacoby Brisket.
is the starter.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not starting him.
No, neither am I.
Nope. I will start Ramondre.
Yes, I will too. And
Man, I'm ready to move on if you are.
oh yeah, that's all the people.
I mean, are you starting Hunter Henry?
Oh, probably not.
Yeah, me neither.
Oh my God, what
I'm
am I
not
doing?
excited for that team.
All right, so let's move on to the next game.
Yeah. Next one, we got Houston at Indianapolis.
Indianapolis. How you doing, Indianapolis? Okay.
Just in case you were wondering, Howard, Indianapolis is not spelled Jacksonville Jaguars. Clicked on the wrong button.
Okay. You're just telling me just as a precaution.
Yeah, just in case you are as dumb as I am and click on the wrong team.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll start with Houston Texans. You starting CJ Stroud.
I mean, personally, I didn't draft him anywhere, but I mean, yeah, if you had drafted him, you're starting.
Okay, Verizon, I am a value customer, but stop popping up on my screen.
This is not sponsored by Verizon.
No, it's not. It's actually negative.
It's like, very annoyed with you right now.
All right, Stephon Diggs, are you playing him?
I would not. I know ESPN technically has him listed as the number 1. I don't think he's the number 1. I think he's the 3 on this team.
You're playing Nico and Tank.
Oh, for sure. If I have either one of them, I am playing them.
Yes. Stephon Diggs, I think, was brought in there just as diversion.
Well, and just give another weapon to the second-year quarterback. Like, I think he's good for the team. I don't believe he's going to be good for fantasy.
What about Dalton Schultz?
I mean, I think there's better options out there, but I mean, again, week 1, if you drafted him, you play him.
That's true. All right. Indianapolis Colts. Anthony Richardson?
Oh, I'm starting him.
Yeah, okay.
I am very excited for Anthony Richardson this season.
Jonathan Taylor.
Yep.
Okay. Pittman.
I don't know what else to say about Taylor. Yeah, I'd start Pittman.
All right. And anybody else?
I would keep my eye on Adonai Mitchell to see how much they use him right away. If they use him right away, rookie.
Yes.
But other than that, no.
Okay. Works for me. Yeah, I'm in agreement with all those guys. If I got pity, I'm putting them in. See, it's hard to get away from some of that.
Do you have a lot of Michael Pittman?
No, I don't.
Me neither.
I might have him on one team.
Yeah, I might have him on like a dynasty or something.
Yeah. All right. Now you can click on Jacksonville. Jacksonville at Miami.
That's true. Now would be the time. See, I was trying to get ahead of myself.
Yes, you were. Oh, Miami.
That was a game of the Floridians.
Yes, that's true. Kind of a Subway series without the subway. Or I should say Crocodile series.
What?
Oh, come on. Well, Florida known for crocodiles. Right now,
like, what the hell is a Subway series?
You don't know? Okay. New York Mets versus the New York Yankees Subway series, because there's a subway in between them.
Okay.
You can take a subway to get to the Met Stadium. Something
It
like
makes
that.
sense when you say it out loud, but like I clearly didn't have that connection in my brain already.
Like
And I've never been a huge baseball fan, so
true. You'd have to, yeah, I guess you have to be a baseball fan to really know that. I'm sorry.
It's kind of a deep one.
I'm sorry. Oh yeah, I was going to say, if we have time before we leave, I have a little rant about Indianapolis.
Okay.
But it has nothing to do with the games.
Cool.
So, okay, we'll start with
Teaser.
the Jacksonville Jaguars. Are you playing Trevor Lawrence?
Not if I can help it. I'm
True.
not a Trevor Lawrence believer. For fantasy, I think he's
Calvin.
a fine quarterback, and he will be fine giving it to Evan Ingram and probably nobody else.
What about Christian Kirk?
I mean, I guess he'll get his leftovers.
Well, Kirk was really good last year until he got injured.
No, he was. And I'm actually really excited about Brian Thomas Jr., the rookie, too. So
That's
I
true.
guess I might like Trevor Lawrence more than I realized.
Oh, they have Gabe Davis on the team now, too.
Oh, yeah. I got him from Buffalo.
Yeah.
And then Travis Etienne. I mean, it should be a pretty good team if Trevor Lawrence can step up.
It's going to be exciting to watch this team to see if Trevor Lawrence could feed his players, they might be very good. They might surprise a lot of people.
It just depends on Lawrence. I'm not really a Lawrence believer, but I mean, for his weapons, I hope he does good.
All right, now Miami Dolphins.
Yes.
Tua.
Yeah, if you drafted him, playing him.
Mostert.
I would start Mostert. I would also start Achane.
Tyreek Hill.
I would start Tyreek.
Yeah. It's going to be a double or two-headed monster at running back for them.
Oh yeah, I mean, pretty much you have 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers. You're gonna start pretty much every week, and then Tua could be a weekly starter, could turn into a streamer. Who knows?
Yeah, and Tua's not afraid to run it too. So
yeah, it's not like the most mobile. He's not like Jalen Hurts, Josh Allen,
no,
by any means. But I mean, he can better than Tom Brady is.
True. He's not a traditional stay in the pocket quarterback.
Yeah, he's a scrambler. I wouldn't call him a running quarterback, but he's definitely a scrambling quarterback. Like he can get out and make those runs, but it's not his go-to usually.
All right, and we are still in the 10 a.m. starts.
Oh my god!
Yeah, Carolina at New Orleans. Carolina at New Orleans.
Can we skip this one?
Is there anything on I don't even know if there are any players on those teams that I actually care about.
I would start Alvin Kamara.
Okay, Alvin Kamara, Olave.
If you drafted Olave, yeah, that's pretty much it. I wouldn't start him. I wouldn't play him. But look at Taysom Hill. See how they use him. I have 2 drafts now that I've picked up Taysom Hill towards like one of my last picks of the draft because I went kind of lower tier on my tight end. So I got Taysom Hill just in case to kind of like beef up that position a little bit.
I was a huge Taysom Hill fan. It's just he was just so hit and miss on when he played, and it's like I could never play him in the week that he blows up. It's like, damn it, I should have played him there. It's like he does nothing.
But, I mean, if in these early weeks we see that he's getting a pretty good usage, we can kind of see what defense he's going to be coming up on and see, kind of hopefully be able to tell when's going to be a decent Taysom Hill week.
True. All right, Carolina Panthers, Bryce Young.
Oh, you're going to say care package.
They need a care package.
Yeah, I'm not starting Bryce Young.
Chuba Hubbard.
I will start Chuba.
Adam Thielen.
No, I'm pretty much done with this game.
Jonathan Mingo. I'm curious to see what Jonathan Mingo does.
Yeah.
And,
I mean, with Deontay and Adam Thielen there, probably not a whole lot since Bryce Young's going to be throwing you the ball.
Right. Well, Adam Thielen will have his days. You can probably count on between 7 to 9 for him every week.
Yeah.
But
I did pick him
every
up
once in a while.
A league or two towards the later end, just in case he becomes something.
Every once in a while, he'll have his blow up weeks. He'll have his 90 yards and his few catches and a touchdown.
Oh yeah, best ball. Adam Thielen's a great pick.
Exactly. All right. Who do we got next?
Minnesota and the New York Giants.
That's another one we can just skip over now.
Yeah, I mean, Justin Jefferson. If you have him, you're playing him. Personally, I didn't. It kind of along the lines with Chase, but Chase's was just because he was sitting out. Jefferson is because he has Sam Darnold as his quarterback. Like I didn't get him anywhere.
Aaron Jones.
But, I mean, if you have him, you're playing him. Jones, I wouldn't play him.
I just think Minnesota might have the number 1 pick this year.
They could. Actually, I don't know. Aaron Jones might not be terrible, seeing as how Sam Darnold is the quarterback.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. And the Giants. Yeah, they have Singletary, Malik Neighbors, which is a rookie.
I'm excited to see what Malik Neighbors does.
Yeah.
And Devin Singletary is probably going to get some work.
Yeah, he's probably going to get the bulk of the work because Daniel Jones don't know how to throw the ball anywhere.
Well, yeah, and their depth chart is Tyrone Tracy Jr. and Eric Gray. If you're saying who, I'm right there with you. I don't know who those guys are.
Huh? What?
Yeah, exactly.
I would, looking at their depth chart, I think they would be better off putting Drew Lock as quarterback. Yes, I said Drew Lock.
Yeah, well,
I don't know.
Had to be said.
Exactly. I'm sorry, New York Giants.
Yeah, your team sucks.
Vegas versus Los Angeles. As in Los Angeles Chargers and the Vegas Raiders. It's just it's all in the AFC West. I said that as a benefit so I can look.
So I can find it. The Raiders, they got Gardner Minshew. I personally feel better about Gardner than Aiden O'Connell.
I love that.
Does not mean I'm starting him. I just like him for Devontae Adams.
I love the Minshew mustache.
Oh, dude, Minshew, he's great. I love that guy.
He's a cult icon.
I feel like Gardner Minshew's almost... Okay, don't take this wrong. It's not at the same level as your love for Russell Wilson. It's like a couple tiers below that, but close.
Listen, I'm on an island with Russell Wilson. I know that, but everybody loves Gardner Minshew. Everybody.
Oh, I know. He just seems like he's just a dude playing football.
Yeah, he's just like, I'm out here. I'll go to whatever team. If they want to make me starter, fine. I'll sit on the bench, whatever. Eventually, I'm going to get in there and have fun with my mustache. I'm in the NFL. What else? What can go wrong?
you ever see that clip of him when he was mic'd up? And I think it was last year. He was on the Colts, and they were playing the Raiders. And Mason Crosby kept calling him a little ass boy, and it just cuts to Minshew like talking to a teammate, and he's like, he's so mean. He just keeps calling me a little ass boy. Like, I don't know what's going on. So great.
I like him. I really do.
And now it's his teammate.
I might have to pay attention to Raiders a little more. I know, right?
Well, yeah.
A little
that being said, I don't think the Raiders
what
are
did I
going to
do
be a
to
good
you?
team.
No. Poor Devontae Adams.
I know. I mean,
yeah.
You have him, you're starting him. I'm excited to see how Brock Bowers gets used, if they use him.
Yes.
How they should.
Yes. And he's questionable, by the way.
I just saw that. Wasn't sure what the questionable was for, but...
All right, now we're into the afternoon matchups. Well, at least the afternoon matchups for us West Coasters, because technically,
so are
all
you
those
starting
were
anybody on the Chargers?
Oh shit! I forgot. Sorry for the potty mouth, everybody. Where's my daughter? She needs to slap me in my hand. Totally forgot. You know what? No, not really. I mean, maybe Gus Edwards.
Yeah, now that I bring it up,
exactly.
I probably shouldn't have, because I want to see how Gus and JK are used. I want to see how Ladd McConkey does, and see how Justin Herbert looks. But I don't want to start any of those.
I wouldn't be surprised if this team is good, because their coach is a freaking great coach.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be surprised at all. But like, I don't know, man.
And he's turned this. I mean, this is not the team. I mean, besides Herbert, this is not the team that played last year.
Oh no, it's the Baltimore Ravens West.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. He did get a bunch of these players.
Yeah, his 2 running backs.
Hey brother, hook me up with some players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Collusion.
Hey brother, hook me up with some players. Oh man. Yep.
All right, now we can.
So the afternoon schedule. Yes, okay. I just trying to get to the next game, which is the Seattle Seahawks game. So it's Seahawks versus the Denver Broncos.
Denver Broncos.
Now Seattle, I don't know how many people. Let me get to their depth chart.
I would probably start Ken Walker, DK Metcalf.
Yes.
If you got the stones for it, maybe JSN in the flex. I don't have the stones, but somebody out there might.
I will play JSN because I think he's gonna. Well,
it's one of your shotgun guys. That does not surprise me.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I definitely think he's gonna step it up this year, and I think he's gonna overtake Lockett as number 2. And Lockett is getting older, and Lockett is questionable to play. So he is banged up.
That's true.
Oh, yeah, and Lockett is number 2. So Kenneth Walker.
Oh, yeah, DK is the number 1 on that team.
Metcalf. Yes. Yeah, like I would play Jackson Smith in a flex. You still got Noah Fant as our tight end. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, we got rid of Will Disley.
And then on the Denver Broncos. Yeah. Yeah, Will Disley's on the Chargers.
Yeah, I saw that from the last matchup.
But I wasn't gonna. Are you playing anybody on the Denver Broncos side? I mean,
God, I hope.
If I knew this was classic Seattle's defense, this was last year's Seattle's defense, I'd say, yeah, play everybody. But you got a rookie quarterback.
Remotely interested in Javonte, but that's about it.
Oh yeah, okay, I see him. Yeah, I'd stay away from
even
Denver's
then, I'm not
depth chart
about it.
No, not at all. So, and then, are we done with Seattle and Denver?
I am.
Okay. Now, your favorite team, Dallas Cowboys at the Cleveland Browns.
You, sir. No.
Oh, I know.
Just get the Cowboys out of the way first.
I was just waiting for that upchuck. Which I can't see right now, but...
Oh, am I frozen again?
No, I'm just using full screen for my info.
Oh, I got you.
I'm not seeing anything. I'm just going all natural. So.
Oh, whoa. Hey, I can see you, bud. Like, put some pants on.
Oh, I still think that's funny. During the pandemic, they had those commercials where people were wearing no pants and having at their virtual meetings.
Yeah. Or like putting alcohol in their coffee cups.
Yeah. I almost brought a flask with something in it out here tonight. That was the type of day I had. Okay, the Cleveland Browns. Are we... Do you like Jerome Ford?
I do like Jerome Ford. I don't really believe in Deshaun Watson, so I do believe in Jerome Ford. I tried to get him in... Go ahead. Oh, I was going to say,
go ahead. You tried to get him.
Ford wherever I could when I had some weaker running backs. I wanted to pick him up for some depth because I know I hope he's going to get a lot of work at the first part of the season before Nick Chubb comes back.
Yeah. Yeah, I skipped over Deshaun Watson because I think he's just nothing. And they probably should have kept Joe Flacco.
Probably.
Yeah. Njoku, I'm watching. I would probably play him if he was my number one tight end.
Oh yeah. Njoku's one of those guys. In one of my lineups, I picked up Njoku, and then I also picked up Taysom Hill.
All right.
Also, Amari Cooper is pretty good. You should probably start him.
Yes, Amari Cooper is good. I mean, he's one of those ones that it's just like, do we really need to say anything about him? He's going to be in your lineup.
Yeah, fair enough.
You probably draft him at a high level anyways. Excuse me. You probably drafted him high enough to where you definitely need to play him.
Oh, yeah.
And for the Cowgirls, you're playing Dak Prescott.
I pulled a Howard and I forgot that we didn't already talk about the Cowboys. That was not on purpose, but I'm glad it happened.
So we got Dak Prescott. You're probably playing him if you drafted him for your quarterback. I know there was one draft that I drafted him for my main quarterback. Elliott, I mean, yeah, we'll see how he does back to his team. It says CeeDee Lamb is out.
I don't think he's actually dealing with anything. I think that's just he might not be at practice or whatever. But
true.
I mean,
you're starting just got that deal. So, and then what about tight end Jake Ferguson?
Yeah, I mean, if he was one of my lower end targets. So I mean, if you got them, you're starting them.
Yeah. All right, and that's good enough for that. Those two teams, Washington at Tampa Bay.
Yes. I bet you're excited to see Austin Eckler in this one, aren't you?
I'm sorry, what was that again?
I bet you're excited to see how Austin Eckler does in this one.
Exactly. I want to see if Austin Eckler can actually do something. He did nothing last year.
Well, he's listed as the number 2 right now behind Brian Robinson.
Oh, interesting. I'm going to have to watch that. For the team I have Austin Eckler on, I have other running backs I can pop in there. So I'm not totally...
You kind of see how he does week 1.
Yeah, Jaden Daniels, rookie quarterback. Robinson was the number 1 in the last couple of years, so... Terry McLaurin, I want to call him by his nickname, but I can't.
Pretty much Jaden Daniels, Brian Robinson, Terry McLaurin. I would start.
Pretty much, yes. What about Zach Ertz?
I think there's better options. I mean, keep an eye out for him.
Okay.
He might be a waiver guy week 1.
And Tampon Bay. You're not playing Baker Mayfield, are you?
That's not how you really feel.
Well, I mean, he's never really been that big of a fantasy quarterback.
No, I know. Yeah, I'm not starting Baker
decent quarter. Yeah. I mean, you're probably starting Mike Evans and Chris Godwin.
I mean, yeah, if you have them. Personally, I don't. I'm not a huge fan of either one of them this year. But let's start Rachaad White if you have him.
Rachaad White, yes. And so that's those two teams. It's funny. Fantasy football is so weird. There's only a select few that you would actually really start.
Well, yeah, I mean, you only have
from each team
so many spots each week. Oh, yeah.
So, Rams versus Lions in your Sunday night football game.
This should be a pretty good game.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, is this a revenge game for Jared Goff?
I mean, it's happened before already. They played last season.
Oh, did it?
Technically, yes.
Well, it would be a revenge game for Matthew Stafford, too.
Yeah.
And we got Cooper Kupp as the number 1. You're playing almost most of your Rams. I mean, Stafford, you can play.
Kyron, you're playing Kupp, you're playing
Kyron. Yeah. And then on the Lions side, you're playing, I mean, if you drafted Goff to be your number 1, he's your number 1, you're playing him.
So, David I got a question for you. So, a strategy I wanted to employ, but I didn't get a chance to in any of my drafts. But I've seen a lot of people doing Jaden Daniels, Jared Goff, just to see who hits early. In that situation, Jaden Daniels or Jared Goff?
I'd almost want to say Jaden Daniels because Goff is going against the Rams. And the Rams' defense is usually always good.
Too. And I'm excited to see the rookie.
Yes. I'd say Jaden Daniels. I mean, I love Goff. I love how he's done wonders with this Detroit Lion team. And I love how he throws the ball to Amon-Ra St. Brown all the time.
Yep, because you're starting him.
Yes, you're definitely starting
Sam Laporta.
Sam Laporta. That's pretty much it.
I'm curious to see how Jameson Williams is involved in this offense. If he can get himself involved.
Jameson Williams.
Yeah.
Yes. He definitely needs to.
Oh, yeah. Like, put up or shut up, dude.
Oh. All right. Anything else on the Los Angeles-Detroit game?
I think that's all I had.
All right. So final game of the week. Monday Night Football. Are you ready for football?
It's another good matchup.
Yeah, San Francisco versus the New York Jets. Oh, gosh.
Dude, oh my God. Okay. What is the over-under on amount of plays that Aaron Rodgers actually plays in this game?
I don't know. I was just about to say, if he could get through the first play of the game.
All right, you go through some people. Man, I'm going to look up to see if there's a prop bet for that.
Okay, Aaron Rodgers, you're playing no matter what. Yeah, you take that chance, but you're playing him. Breece Hall, you have him in there. Garrett Wilson. Yeah. I'd say if you have another option, go for it. But if you straight up is like, Aaron Rodgers is my guy, I drafted him, that's who you put in there.
Well, yeah, that's true.
You got Garrett Wilson. You got Mike Williams is on that team, but he's questionable. Of course, he's injured as usual. Xavier Gibson and Tyler Conklin. Yeah, I guess the top three. Aaron Rodgers, Hall, and Wilson are the more playable guys on that team. You could also, in a flex, put Alan Lazard. You know he's going to be on the team. He's going to be on the field, and Aaron Rodgers loves him.
That's true, and if Mike Williams isn't out there, and like you said, I don't really know who Xavier Gibson is.
Yeah. And if Aaron Rodgers can get past the first play, he could be a little dangerous. But then on San Francisco, see, I don't know if I would play Brock Purdy. Huh?
He was getting drafted pretty high. I'd say if you drafted Purdy, you're probably starting him. Personally, I didn't out on Purdy.
Yeah, I didn't pay attention to him much last year. Was he a good fantasy quarterback?
I don't think he was consistent. He'd have spike games, but he'd also not really do a whole lot too because they have Christian McCaffrey.
Right, you definitely playing Christian McCaffrey, Debo, Ayuk,
Yep.
Kittle.
Yep.
You could possibly play Kyle Juszczyk, maybe in a slot if you absolutely had to.
In like a second flex spot on a 16-team league, maybe.
Yes, if you have to. In a deep league. Other than that, God damn it. Niners have such a good team. I hate that.
They're probably going to win that. I know I picked Ravens, Eagles, but Niners are probably going back to the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah, we'll see.
Hope not. But.
He'll have to play the Pittsburgh Steelers. Yes, that's not one of my picks.
Okay, sure. All right, anyway. I'm not finding any prop bets for Aaron Rodgers getting hurt. So.
Yeah, I don't think people are willing to put that kind of mojo on him.
You never know, man. It's Vegas. They'll make money off of anything. Had to at least check.
Nice Deadpool painting. I like it.
Oh, thanks. Did it myself.
Yeah, I like it. One of the highest grossing rated R films in the history of the box office.
Yeah.
I think it's the highest.
Well, the top 5, 3 of them are Deadpool movies.
Yeah.
For like rated R top grossing. Yeah.
Yeah, Disney, try not to make a 4th.
I'm sure they'll incorporate him into other stuff going down the line. I don't know if they'll do another standalone one.
I think they're going to have to do some more rated R ones.
Oh, yeah, you can't make a Deadpool movie not rated R. I just can't do it.
I wouldn't mind seeing a Punisher.
So I think they're bringing all the Netflix stories. I think they're bringing those characters into the MCU, and I think that Punisher is one of them. I thought. I could be wrong.
That would be awesome. So, anyways,
I haven't watched those, but I hear
you guys are welcome for the MCU talk at the end of our fantasy football podcast. So, thank you for listening to the Fantasy Tailgate. We hope you enjoy the games this weekend. And hey, have some buffalo wings and some buffalo wings and some beer and kick those feet up and root for your favorite team.
Yeah, it's finally football. Enjoy it.
Are you ready for some football? Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, guys. Check our socials. All our information will be in the info page. Email us if you have any questions. Please email us. Come on, man. Just ask us some questions. Give us some more content. So, all right. You guys have a good evening. And thank you for listening.
See you guys.
Thanks for listening to another episode of the Fantasy Tailgate podcast. Like, comment, and subscribe to help us continue to grow. Also, follow us on our socials and join us again next time.